Okay, hello, everybody. How are you doing out there? All right, so it's 5 o'clock, and we still have a couple more hours of this election going on. I just wanted to pop in here and just see how you guys are doing here. I've got the webcam up of the United States going around. As you can see, it'll be it's getting dark, of course, on the East Coast, and I did vote today. I hope you voted today because it's very crucial. I actually just want to sit here and have a conversation with you guys. I actually haven't gotten a chance to watch Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. Take a look at that conversation. It's long, like they all are, 2 to 3 hours. But towards the end of it, Elon kept emphasizing how much and how important it is for all of us to get out there and to vote. Now, whatever which way that you decide to vote is your own personal thing to do. Um, Obviously, he's on the side of Trump, and he feels that very strongly that um, to save this country, we need to basically vote in Trump. And I totally agree with that. Now, I did happen to listen to one other astrologer today who comes out on every Tuesday. His name is Rick, and I mentioned him before in my last statement. And if you guys want to go and listen to his information, I think it's quite good information, especially for tomorrow for us to getting our results back. It seems things are shifting quite a bit. It could be because we are all praying for our own country. But one of the things that Elon, they were kind of talking about, all right, what do you kind of see our country in 20 years from now? Elon throws out robots will be, everywhere. And Joe Rogan didn't feel very comfortable with that, or he said a lot of people wouldn't feel very comfortable with that. And then he said, what about 100 years from now? And Elon took his time answering that. He was really slow. It's about the last 2 or 3 minutes of that interview, and he just said, he just basically said every civilization comes to an end, and he did not know whether or not we, the people now, will be here in about 100 years. That really made my heart. There was a lot of sadness in my heart in thinking about that. And if we can just kind of step back now after what we have been through for the last 4 or 5 years. Some of you have been awake a lot longer than that. But everything that we've been, especially myself, been out here putting ourselves out in, hoping for the best, no hopium, trying to do the best, holding the energies. We learned so much about energies. Just going to reflect a little bit, if you don't mind. We learned a lot about ourselves through all this trials and tribulations, and so where does that bring us to? Is to today. We may not get an answer today. I don't think we'll get a total answer here today. Possibly tomorrow, based upon what Rick was saying in the astrology, what is all shifting for tomorrow will be completely different from today. But there's a lot of things that did concern me. So I went and I voted this morning, and we stood in line, my husband and I. And apparently there's a lot of women out there, far left, if I can use this term, a lot of Karens that seem to think that the country should be run the same as, Harris. Let's just put it that way. And a lot more men are not out there voting, and they were really calling for the men to get out there and vote. Well, I was standing in line. I saw probably about an equal number of men and women, which was really good, really uplifting and positive, if you will, to see that. And we stood in line. Of course, I'm in a smaller community. Stood in line probably about an hour, and it rained on us a little bit. Cleansing is the way I was looking at it. Then the sun would come out, and then it rained a little bit more. But more than that, it's given me time to reflect. And are you guys also doing that too? I should actually put my number up here just in case anybody feels the need to communicate with me. And I do appreciate it when you do. Let me just find that banner here for a second. And let's see, where is those banners at? Let me just put the number up here. I don't seem to have that for some reason. Let me just check this. Here we go. All right, here's the number if anybody feels like they want to call in. Give me your thoughts, your statements, your concerns. I have the phone here, and we'll see. We'll see where we're going with this. All right. So I got my new hat in the mail. I don't know if you guys could see this today or not, but it's got it's a Chicago flag one. I do have. I did have. I was looking for some hats to kind of give away, but they're not ready. They're not available yet. And I just happened to order one for my husband. It was one that Elon Musk wears. It wasn't the gold or anything like that. But so, here we are. Okay, we're down to the wire. We all have hope and faith and prayers. And I've been doing a lot of putting out a lot of different videos out on my Rumble channel. If you guys haven't seen that, I do a lot of TikToks now. And let's see what else do I have going on out there. Let me just see if anybody is out on Rumble right now. I can take the time. I wasn't scheduled to do the show until 8 o'clock tonight, and I just thought, let me just give it a chance and get on here early. I see Leading from the Heart is out there. Hello, hello. Let me pop this chat out and keep it with you guys. And let's see, what else do we have out here? So, with all that said, there's going to be some predictions that come from all of this. Let's see. I think I just yeah. So there'll be some predictions, which I'll go back and forth. So right now we've got in California, Catalina Islands, 50 degrees overcast. And it looks dark there, right? Because of the time change. I sure hope that there's so much that we want to be changed moving forward. Here's St. Louis, Missouri. And it looks like it's, the sun is going down over there, which is odd. But in any case, there's so many things. There's so many pieces of the puzzle to life, to live in a better life that we can think of. Everyone will say, well, we hope that the economy gets better, hope that healthcare gets better, hope that they kind of cut back on the pharmaceutical industry and, stop, kind of correct things, if you will, and all that. But it's really all up to us and how we feel about everything. And that's the truth. That is really the truth there. And so if anybody wants to call in and talk to me, 251-419-9260, let me know how you're feeling. I know that a lot of you are saying, hey, we got this. There's no reason. I mean, we know that we've got this. And I truly do believe that we have this. So when I was standing in this line today, I think it was 7:45 this morning. And there were people, of all ages that were going to vote. And we were kind of just like observing, listening to people, listening to their ideas. We had young girls right behind us. And then we had middle age. And then there was a lot of older people in line with us, around us also. So we were listening to the younger people, what they were actually saying. And they had a lot of hopium, not hope, but hopium. Their ideas of a better country is that they get more money in their pocket. Totally understandable. Totally get that. And we were kind of like just kind of listening to what people were saying when they were standing in line, and just random things that they were talking about. Nothing in particular, not like what we have talked about over the last 4 years, right? And so it's kind of good that everybody gets out there and votes and does what they have to do. But I sure hope in the next 4 years from now that they all truly do get educated. And so that's just basically what I was saying. There's so much to learn yet, and that's just I think up and rising. If we get in who we want to get in to the White House. And speaking of the White House, I was hoping to, let's see if they've got anything live. So I do have this up here. Oops, I didn't want that one there. So I've got this here. Let me just minimize that one there. So this is the actual map, right? 2024 Democrats 226 and Republicans 230. So there's not really anything out there. This is just the road to 270 where will be determined, right? So there's just a lot of missing information right now, and will be gathered. A lot of people already voted early, and I was seeing things that I don't know if it's true or not. People were putting out and other social media sites that we're over 11 million people already voted early. So the numbers are coming in, right? So it'll be a long night. I know that for sure. And there'll be a lot of people talking about this all night long. And let's see, what else do I have here for you guys? Just taking a look to see. Um, let's see. Let me go back to my other. Oops. Yeah, I suppose I could do this here. Kind of split my screens. All right, so this is where I was at. I was just trying to come up with some ideas, something to talk about with you guys. I'm kind of feeling like, all right, I want to put my heart out here, and just kind of say this was a long 4 years for us to have gotten to where we are right now. And are we just like kind of all decompressing at this point? Probably are, and then reserving our energy, saving our energy to see what's going to be coming in maybe the next couple of weeks. And I don't think it's going to go as long as 2 months, but I do feel very strong that a lot of information will start flowing, at least within the next 24 to 48 hours. And I'm kind of glad that we're at this point right now. So we have like Cleveland, Ohio, 37 and overcast. I don't know the time there. It all depends. But it seems like a lot of these polls might be wrapping up on the East Coast. Still going to get going on the East Coast or the West Coast, if you will. They still have to get out there and give them their allotted time. Now, I heard Pennsylvania had some problems this morning and they extended it. It was good news because they extended it to 7 o'clock. I think it was beyond 7 o'clock. And so there you go. We're just going to be finding out what is actually going on. If any of you guys have any comments, questions, my phone number is here on the screen, 251-419-9260. If you just want to voice how you're feeling out there. Like I said, I have been putting a lot of good affirmations, a lot of good prayers out on my Rumble channel, some on YouTube. I'm getting blocked. I had a Facebook page. So you can do syndication through Rumble. So you just set up, okay, I want to go to YouTube, I want to go to Facebook. Facebook just took down, I had a channel out there called Live with Janine. They just took that down because of something that happened, I don't know, back in September. There was some video that made its rounds and their algorithm caught up with it and just so disgusted with it. So Joe Rogan did to kind of talk about this, how could YouTube still continue to carry on and doing what they're doing and, taking away our First Amendment. And that's just those crazy things like that are happening out there. Let me give a shout out to, I see Joey G, 17 is out there, along with Mary Jean Divine Affirmation. And she's got a channel. So if you guys actually, I want to talk about this, I've been watching her, very good. Especially if you feel like you want to, she goes into talking to you about a lot of different things, a lot of different areas, and gives you the affirmation. You can work with her and so on and so forth. So check her out. I think it's what her name is here, Mary J. Jean Divine Affirmations, out on YouTube. Go and check her out, and send her lots of love, and just subscribe to her channel. All right. So with that said, we're winding down here. For the first time in my life, I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now, and I'm kind of feeling like, all right, I think I'm just ready to see where all this goes, and not even sure where it's going to go. I kind of feel like a big change is coming on. Are you guys feeling that also? I don't feel that everything that we've been trying to get the word out. We've had truthers on my channel, some of them truthers, some of them not so much, some of them just influencers, a lot of people spiritual, coming out with a different spirituality, whether it's religion or non-religion. We had different people from different aspects onto my channel. And it's been a long 4 years. And I'm just kind of feeling like at this point in time that things are going to really take a big change. And I sure hope it's all for the best. And that's what I'm kind of putting out there for all of you guys right now, that all of this is just for the best right now. So it looks like right now, if I take a look at this map over here, I'm going to kind of move this And just kind of take a look at this map. I wonder if I can blow it up any further. Um, I guess I've got to do this. Just bear with me 1 second. And yeah, that's even a little bit better there. So if we take a look at this, look how much red is out there versus the blue. This is what, this is just a color map palette. Obviously, Washington, Oregon, and California are definitely blue states. Minnesota, Colorado, New Mexico. I kind of thought New Mexico could probably possibly be purple. What I'm saying is when they've got a mixture of the red and the blue, they call it the purple. But it looks like Arizona's in pink out there, and it's just saying that it leans. It's more leaning. So let's see here. The blue is the dark blue is more safe, likely is a lighter blue. And then what leans. So the lighter blue and the lighter pink, or the pink color, could kind of lean either way. I'm not going to read into any of this stuff. I'm actually going to just wait and see what happens. What if you were to say to me about my intuition, what everybody's intuition is? Let me know, Mary Jean. What do you think out there? Which way are you leaning? So it's almost like it was like the 2016 Chicago World Series, right? We were so optimistic. We thought that we had this, right? And then all of a sudden it rained. It came down and it rained, and then it looks like we were losing it. And then after the rain, they came back out and they were stronger. And then it was almost like we were, just nipping at the bit to see what the heck was going to happen. I don't know if that's what's going to happen with this election here. A lot of people, let me tell you, when I was standing in line, were pretty much hit there was one guy driving by, had his radio turned all up, playing all these really weird songs. My husband was listening to it. It was against Harris. You're not supposed to do that, but this guy just felt like, okay, I'm going to drive through here. I see the line of people, and he was going to let everyone know how he felt, that type of thing. But in the long run, I really think that each one of us have it in our heart, have it in our mind, and we make that connection, and it will come to basically understanding that we are here on a spiritual war, in a spiritual path, and all of us have changed at some level, and all of us have gotten stronger through all of this, all of the pieces of the puzzle. And there's so much that was dormant that is now awake. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about all of this here. And let's see what Joey G says. Oh, okay. They're just talking among themselves. All right. So that's kind of like how I'm feeling right now. I can't talk about what I think is the prediction that's going to come in. I just think there's going to be a lot of twists and a lot of turns. And so if you take a look, they're saying Arizona, Texas, and Kansas, and Iowa. I think that's Ohio and Florida. Will kind of be leaning one way or another, right? And so I would have thought that Florida was all red. I'm in Alabama down here, but this little nook that's right there, and so it's all red. I think it's always been red. Mississippi all red, Louisiana all red, Arkansas. This is interesting. So I have a phone number because I lived in Arkansas for about 5 years. And I've got a phone number, and I did sign up to do some work here for the Republicans. I never changed my phone number. I get this text. I just want you guys to kind of see this. And it says, I'm getting a lot of texts from a lot of people out there. So this one comes in. It says, insufficient polling data from Arkansas. It said, who did you vote for? And then it gives you two links, one for Trump and one for Harris. And that was it. So you click on one of the links and let whomever is asking for this poll and for you to let them know who you voted for. I thought that's odd. That is really, really odd. So they basically say insufficient polling data. Washington, I think the state of Washington was having some problems. Pennsylvania was having some problems. We knew that this was going to happen. We'll be hearing more of it. I'm sure that a lot of you guys are going to be following a lot of the stuff that's out there. All these people out there that are supposedly going to be the experts, which I don't think that they are, only because they haven't been in the past. And I'm referring to the mainstream media news, right? And let's see, Joey G17 says, I believe New Hampshire is red, not blue. New Hampshire is, yeah, so they have that as likely. It's a really light blue. I don't know how well it's coming across on the screen here, but yeah, they have, it's likely leaning. So I believe, this is, let me just see what else this map says here. Um, so, yeah. So this is just the electoral votes that we're going to. So if you can see, the Democrats are 237. They are predicting 237. The Republicans are 219. So again, take it with a grain of salt. This is just probably some newspaper out there. And I'm just trying to see who this is out here that is predicting this. So I'm going to minimize this for now and then come back to you guys. Yeah, Joey G says too many Trump signs up there. Also here too, I don't think I saw one Harris Waltz sign anywhere. And so, it's amazing. So my husband did a trip back to Chicago. And unfortunately, everybody sent him a lot of energy because he's not feeling well. He pushed it. He did a 14-hour drive straight there. It's kind of like he's got all this energy to get there. And then, of course, when he came back, he kind of broke it up, a couple of days of drive, then comes home and he's sick. He's really sick. So if you want to send him some really good energy, please do so. He went there for his side of the family for a funeral. And it was good for him because he was also able to go and, visit his parents, plats and stuff like that, and then get reunited with a lot of family members and stuff like that. So I was really happy for him for that. But anyways, going back to this drive that he did, it was kind of like he said, you're Chicago, right? You're in Illinois. You're outside of Chicago. You're in the suburbs, excuse me. And he was kind of sensing that some of his relatives were leaning more towards the red, the red pill. Some of them probably were red pill, and other ones just don't talk about it. They just don't go there. That's the way it's always been. And so let's see what else we have out here. Oh, thank you, Mary, sending some prayers. Let me just see what else I have out here. Oh, I see Rumble. We got a little bit of a chatter going on out in Rumble. It says, leading from the heart, the energy todays are steady and calm. Yes. Is anybody else noticing that? It's kind of calm before the storm? What storm? September 12th. My love got taken to jail last night so that he could not vote. These guys are real evil. Wow. Terry B. Allen said voted last Friday and screenshotted too, thinking that may not know the entirety of this until January 20th. Yeah. And she's saying ugh to that. And she's saying, I hope I'm wrong. And let's see here. Trump signs, Trump all over California. Yeah. And not only that too, let's see, who was I talking to that was from California? And I got a text on it, and they sent me a picture because I said, hey, how is California? I'm just trying to get a sense of things out there. And who was it? Jackie Chapman. How could I forget that? She says, this is why I love California. I didn't bring this out, but I'll just show you. There's a lot of people, I'll try to show it to you, on an overpass with signs. This is about the best that I can do. Sorry, it's kind of blurry, but they're on like a bridge, probably in like an overpass of a bridge, and they've got their signs and they're waving it and their flags and whatnot. So I think California has probably got a lot more. What else do we have out here? Terry B. Ann says prayers and love vibes for your hubby. Thank you so much, Terry. Also, too, so you guys know that I follow Rick, as I was saying, and Rick is on YouTube, RIK, and I follow two astrologers that happen to be by the name of Rick, but Rick always comes out on Tuesdays, and I've told a lot of family and friends about him that follow him, and I just want to play this 2 minutes.
Tomorrow,
November. 2 minutes of this particular thing. Let me turn up my sound and just, this is, so let me just, before I actually get into that, let me explain this to you guys. Everybody is talking about all the astrologers being all over the place. I am not the only one. I did a show, what was it? I don't know. It was the beginning of the week where I was saying, hey, I found 4 astrologers that says that Harris is going to win. Then people must have seen that, and a bunch of other astrologers came on. Some people got 4 astrologers in a room, and some of them were coming up with Trump versus Harris and who was going to be the winner. It was all over the place. Why is this? This is the craziest thing that I've ever seen, because usually astrologers, are aligned. And so anyways, let me just kind of show this to you here quickly. And I think I marked it at the 2 minute where he's given his explanation. I hope I've got this. Yeah, right about here. Let's take a listen.
He's only making one aspect to that North Node, and that's tomorrow, November 6th, which does indicate that news and information is in alignment with our fate and our destiny right now of what's about to happen. And we should be somewhat clear about that, I would think. Maybe even within the next few days, maybe within a week, because we also have the moon waxing through Capricorn the next couple days. It's going to reach a conjunction with Pluto exact by November 7th. That's going to be an intense moment for everybody as well, opposite Mars. Then the moon will be waxing all through Aquarius, all through Pisces, reaching a conjunction with Saturn and Neptune by Sunday night and Monday. And then Monday night, the moon ingresses Aries, and by Tuesday, that moon is on that North Node of Destiny as well. And then next week, the moon will be trining that Mercury. So I think that there is a slight chance that we could be seeing results, within this week.
Woohoo! All right, Terry B. Allen out there on Rumble. There you go. She was saying a couple of weeks, but he's thinking it's going to be a week. So just so that you know, when I was doing these reports of these 4 astrologers, I did purposely pick his, and I did mention that he was not going to come out with his astrology chart for today until today. And he was, I don't know what he was waiting on, but a lot of other people have already done this. People are just, if you open up your YouTube channel, there's astrologers that are all over the place. So there you guys go. Let's just hold the energies that we hear something. I think it's all going to be very positive. I'm very headstrong about that. And I do want to make one announcement here, and that is it's Mary J. Jean Divine Affirmation. That's her channel. Please go over there and check her out, and then wish her happy birthday, because tomorrow is her birthday. So it'd be really nice if all of you can jump on her channel, find her channel. And Mary, if you could put your link inside this channel here so people could see, and I can grab it and then put it out on Rumble. People just go on over there. She's been following me for a long time. I never get her name right, but that's okay. But she's starting up an affirmation channel, and I see her with somebody else, and I apologize because I don't know the other person's name, but she's out there giving good energy. And so if her birthday is tomorrow, that means she is a Scorpio, and she goes deep with this information. So, and she's got a very soothing voice, very loving energy that comes from her. So I wasn't planning on promoting her, but I've been watching her from time to time. So happy birthday. Let's see here. In Hula Hoop, good luck with your chores. Thanks for popping in here and visiting with us. I do appreciate it, and so good to see you. So there we go with that information. Now, I think Joey wrote over here something about the Senate seats. So, you guys, I've voted a lot of times, and I don't know if you've done this. So I had a piece of paper. Right, they gave me paper, and I guess I could say this. They were basically saying that men don't vote. This is the first time ever that my husband voted, and he's going to be 65 next month. Never voted in any election, and I'm always been very, very adamant about it. It's my my honor, to do that as being an American citizen, and not knowing that everything was like, all these people were installed. Hopefully, we'll find out how this one goes, and it doesn't matter what's going to happen, because I know that there's so many people that are leaning one way, that it's all going to be really good for all of us. But in any case, let me go back to, there was a piece of paper, right? We go in there. I've always walked into these places, and they had the machines. They had the electronic machines. Everything was digital. Handed you a piece of paper. It was within a sleeve, if you will. And then there was everything there. So it basically just said the simplest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Maybe it's because I'm in a smaller town, and I just realized that now, because when I was in Cook County before, there were so many different positions that people were running for, and it was like you were there like forever. But here it was just, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? And then, of course, they had their things that they were trying to do locally. And then, of course, then I wanted to go through, and my husband just like, okay, marked it, and you just put it in the machine, and it calculates it, and off you go, in and out, very quick. I took my time. I wanted to read everything, and I'm not sure how you guys went, but my question for all you guys is, would you have paper, or would you have the Dominion system? Just kind of curious to see what you guys put out there. Let's see here. So that's what I noticed when I was out there voting. It was pretty exciting. I felt like I was contributing. Felt very honored to do it, as everybody else should feel that way also. Let's just see what we have going on here. Okay, so this is the webcam for the areas that are out there. I just thought I'd put something up there just to show you what's going on in all the different states. This is Clearwater, Florida. Looks like it's still a little bit light out there. Yeah, okay, we got Cleveland, Ohio. Looks like they either got rain or snow. Burr. All right, so anyways, Terry B. Allen says she had the paper. She had the paper. All right, let's see, Patricia. Patricia is out there saying, I also live in Florida. It's always been the paper with the bubble, with the bubbles that you color in. Yes, exactly. That's what I had, and it's in its sleeve. And then you put it in the machine, and you make sure you go through. It's so funny because Patricia, I was doing the same thing. I was trying to feed it, and it wouldn't go through. And the guy was kind of busy handing out the stickers, that you just voted. He's giving it to people. And I'm like, oh no, come on, I hope this doesn't break down. And then I just took my time, slowed it down, and I fed it in. But I think because I was in a blue-pilled state for as many years as I is probably the Dominican machines. And so Arkansas had the same machines. And then, of course, I get this message because my phone number is still tied to Arkansas, where they're doing these blasts out to anyone that has this Arkansas exchange number. And they're asking you, who did you vote for? What the hell is that, right? It really surprised me. It says insufficient polling data. Who did you vote for? It's got one link that you click on, and one's for Trump and one's for Harris. And I was just like, okay, Arkansas, what the hell are you doing out there? All right, so so let's see what Joey G says. It's wicked dark here in Mass. Yeah, let's see here. I haven't seen anything that comes up there. It's dark here now. It is dark here now. This is El Paso, Texas, and this is Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. So, okay, so I think what we're really going to have to pay attention to, and whether or not we pay attention to it, I don't know where it's actually going, but we're just going to see a lot of different things, a lot of things up and down, and so what have you. This is Flint, Michigan. I'm pretty sure it's dark up there already. I don't know why they're showing this. This must not be a live webcam. Anyhow, so that's what I have for you guys right now. And let's see what else. I wanted to go back to my map there. So good news is with astrology, I think we're going to hear something within at least a week to give us a relief on all of this stuff, which is really good. I'm hoping that it doesn't get dragged out as long as that they're saying. First time I heard one of the astrologers say a couple weeks to 2 months. I'm hoping that it doesn't even go that way. Let's see what else we have out here. This is my Rumble chat out there. So what did you guys have? I'm just still kind of curious. I want to see, did you have paper, or did you have the Dominion system, which is just basically computerized system for voting, which really means that your vote didn't count. It never counted, right? All right, what else do we have out here? I did want to also show, let's see, 2024 election results. So these are some of the newspapers out there are doing these election, which there should not be anything out there right now, to be honest with you. So when I see stuff like CBS News putting stuff out, I just kind of like move away from it. Political, this is the race, for this presidency in the election. So let's see. I think this is what Joey might have been asking me, is the Senate election results, the House election results, and the governor's election results. So, when it comes down to, is a total of 93 is likely to, basically have these different types of votes that are out there. I'm not an expert in any of this, and I don't claim to be, but let's see what else we have out here. Joey G says we have paper ballots with the bubbles in New Hampshire. I told him I wanted my ballot hand counted and not to use the machine, and they did. I didn't know that you had that option to tell them that. So the machine did count mine. So I guess that's still part of the system out there. All right, so that's what I have out there. What else do we have out there? Leading from the Hearts is, how is Eugene, Oregon? Dark. I'm on the Pacific Coast. Sun is still up. Yeah, even the webcams are lying to us. All right, so glad that you pointed that one out there. Let me see what else we have here. Oops, wrong one. Thank you, Leading from the Heart. I have no idea. Sometimes these webcams are accurate and other times that they're not. I've noticed that more often than not, even though if you change the time. So things moving forward, I've always said early on that everything was going to be a process. Nothing was going to be abracadabra, boom. We got a new president. Everything is going to change. Everybody thought that, think about what everybody was saying, that during the Biden administration, that the fiat dollar was going to go away. Still possible. We still got, a couple more months of all of this shit show going on. Let's see what else we have here. I just hope they take away this stupid time change thing, because it's really stupid. Why did they've done it? My husband said he was driving and listening to the radio, and he says there was somebody who was explaining it. And I go, I bet it didn't make any sense. He goes, exactly. None of it made any sense on why they do what they do. That's just to keep us where they want to keep us. And let's see, what else did I have for you guys? I'm just going to check my other site here, and just bear with me for 1 second. Yeah. I think
if a man wears this, he's definitely getting lucky tonight. Most jeans are either...
Sorry about that one. Let me skip this. And okay, so they just have a lot of people are getting underway right now, going to be talking about all of this. It's just so crazy out there. I'm just going to kind of move this one over here and just show you. This is a lot of, what we're going to be seeing tonight. I'm probably not going to be paying attention to it. I am probably going to go and find a really good old movie. For some reason, Sylvester Stallone has been all over a lot of different channels, YouTube and stuff like that, Rocky Balboa, and stuff like that. And it's interesting, because I'm kind of saying how ironic it is, when we're feeling like we're down, but then we have to, it's not, what was the old saying in the first movie? It's not how many times you get hit, it's how many times you get up. Right. And that's how I kind of feel like, it was like a message to me. We've all been fighting. We've all had our own internal fights. We've all had our own external fights. We had fights with family. We've had fights, red, blue pill, white pill, black pill, you name it. It's just everybody is fighting for something that doesn't matter. We should not have to prove anything to anybody at this time. Just be who we are. Just let just try to come into a place of peace, because I'm feeling that peace right now, and I hope that you guys are also too. Yeah, let's see. Tubi, is that how you say it? He has some awesome movies. Yeah, and let's see here. Joey was telling me about the options with the ballots. They never had that option in the past. Wow. We walked in and they didn't say one word to us. It was just like, let me see your ID. And then we had to regurgitate who we were. And then they just handed us a piece of paper. It was so simple. It was very simple. But anyways, that's what we have going on out here. So there's going to be a lot of yapping about speculation. And I just hope that we get all of this taken care of real soon out here. Let me just kind of close this one out of here. And let's see here. That's all that I have for you guys. I really wasn't planning anything. It's so funny after 4 years, and there are different things, different information. So just to let you know, if I follow X a lot, and so much information is coming out there about Podesta. And not only that, way back in the day, if you will, like 4 years ago, I used to be on, what was it, Telegram. And Telegram was putting out a lot of things out there about the little ones. And it broke my heart to see that. And then it kind of went away. Well, guess what's out on X right now is a lot of sound bites. People were saying they were crying when they were listening to it. And just, it's there. And, I didn't want to hear it. I always shied away from that kind of stuff. But the God's truth is that stuff did happen, and there were people there that will be held accountable. I think that's what's coming next, and I think that is what's going to be we're going to be seeing a lot of next year. What do you guys think about that? Also, I know that we're going to celebrate when we get the right person in the White House, and that was the other thing. I was trying to bring up a webcam of the White House, and for some reason it wasn't loading. Just to see what was going on over there at the real White House, if you will. If there, a lot of people are saying there was a fake White House that was taking place as part of the movie in Georgia. I think it was out of Georgia. Yeah. And so I was just trying to see what is actually going on out there. And the webcam doesn't appear to be working. Lots of people are talking about the speculation of what's being built in front of the White House. That's what I was trying to get a perspective of, just to see what's actually going on out there. I'm not finding what everybody seems to be talking about. There's this one guy out there. What's his name? Penguin 6. That actually drove up there. Just try to go on YouTube and watch what he's showing you. And just use your own discernment for any of this stuff here. I'm just getting to the point that I don't think any of this stuff really matters. I think that all of us have got the information that we all needed on a personal level to understand what has gone on, what is going on, and then we're going to get a lot more new information going forward. So let's see. Leading from the heart out on Rumble is saying, I think Elon is having an up to the minute polls results on X. So there you guys go if you want to listen to that. There's going to be a lot more information out there. If you didn't get a chance to at least listen to Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, it's a long interview, just like Trump's was, but at least listen to the last hour of it. I found it very interesting. Joe Rogan has some really good questions. He's not holding back anything. He's just giving you the 1-2 punches. And I mean, he's asking you all the stuff that we think about, and he's asking the right people. He's got the right people in the right places to ask these questions. Where I always felt the influencers or the truthers were always doing some sort of speculation, and it wasn't anything that was concrete, any good concrete information. So there you guys go. And I do want to let everyone know, let's see, this is only Tuesday, but I do believe I'm going to do another Saturday Night Live. I'm noticing a lot more shows out there. I didn't coin the phrase Saturday Night Live, obviously, but a lot more people are using the Saturday Night Lives. Mine is at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So, if I can have the gentlemen come back, we'll do another show with them. But if any of you guys have any questions out there, any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, right now you have your last chance to call me, 251-419-9260. And I do not answer this line after the show is over with. I pretty much block any calls coming in, just so that you know. A lot of people get this, or they'll just see me out there at a later point in time and try to call the number. Yeah, let's see here. Joey G 17. I just love him, and of course Buckshot too. It says make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Help out this beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much, Joey G 17. And Joey G, I'm hoping that our show continues on with you and Buckshot. And I'm not sure where we're going to go with this, but I think we're going to have a lot more material moving forward, things to talk about. And I really hope that you guys, all of you out there, take advantage of calling in and voicing your opinion and telling us how you feel or don't feel or anything like that. And Mary Jean Divine Affirmation, I would love to have you on the channel here, or just call in and talk to us. I know you've done it in the past. And, I appreciate each and every one of you guys out there. Everybody, please be much more kind to yourselves, because I think we all had it pretty tough. We had it really tough, last 4 or 5 years, just trying to figure it all out. Well, here we are. We have finally made it to the point that we could just relax a little bit. So my channel out on Rumble has kind of gone in a different direction. I don't do as many shows, only because I think that I'm waiting for God to take me in a different direction and what I have to do. So I just want to show this one little snippet here. These are my 2 dogs. They look like, well, here, take a look. Okay. So these I'm going to play this again real quickly if you guys didn't get a chance to see that. Whoops, I don't want to show that. They're just basically sitting. I just happened to turn over and look at them like, what the heck are they doing? What are they doing? They're like cleaning each other's mouths or something. I have no idea. All right, so a little bit of fun there for you guys. Check out my Rumble channel. I have a lot of these out there for you. And not only that, I do have a lot more about prayers. If you're looking for something, I've got a couple of political things. I've got things about the American flag, and I'll let you guys all know that nobody here is lost.
Once you let go of the old ways of doing things, something interesting happens. You come into full contact with the present moment. You release yourself from the past and the future, and all that's left is here. And with what's here, right now, you can do anything.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know that we are all here. You can do anything. We know that we have basically been tested already. And just think about where we came from 4 years ago to where we are here today. This is going to be a phenomenal night. We'll probably, catch up as much information as we can, like after 8 o'clock, I believe it is. That's when I was originally going to do my show. And I thought, no, I think what I'm going to do is just get on here early, talk to you guys a little bit, and hopefully you want to come back again. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching my channels out here, and I appreciate it. So just keep praying, keep meditating, keep the affirmations going, keep doing what it is that you've got to do, and know that everything is going to be okay. It might seem a little bit rocky. We've been there before, but we'll get through this together again. Thank you all so much for coming to join me, and God bless, and we'll see you real soon. Bye now.